deny Wonderful's assistance, but there's still so many bodies here. I think Resalt's really the one.
Really, on a scale of 1 to 10, you are 11. Really, on a scale of 1 to 10, you...
Check.
Escape room artist in the house.
Say what?
Escape room artist is
He's
here.
here. Batman. Where are they? Where are they? I'm coming. I'm on my way. Welcome in. Cool. All right. So today, thank you, Gardican, for suggesting taking a day off, but this is my day off. So, I'm here. Next week, we might take a few days off, though. We'll see. Hey! Welcome in, Gardican, Sparky Snickle, G to the M, Escape Room Artist, in the house. Welcome in, Batman TTV. How you doing? Confused. Yeah, Garnican, I did imply I was gonna take today off. The main reason I'm not is because I said I was gonna give away a Dork Samurai piece every day of the week. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay true to it. I'm gonna give one away. Plus, there's plenty to do. It's not like I can't, you know, work on these projects. And this is honestly one of the parts of my day where I actually make work towards quote-unquote side projects. So, yeah, I generally do get some things done while we're streaming. So we're going to try and finish this library puzzle up. And then we'll move on to the water and or dial puzzles. Those I actually updated. So they should have working pieces. In fact, I want to look at one right now. So my plugs here were updated. So now they rotate to where they're always floating. And that looks pretty good to me. I don't really like that they're facing the outside direction. It is what it is. But yeah, that'll be something we probably work on next week. I'm going to try and do the library puzzles as best as we can this week, because that's what we've been working on most days. Okay. D&D was awesome. Wasn't able to catch the end, but caught up later in the day. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Ratcondad. Yeah, typical level 1 shenanigans. But it felt like it went well. I agree. And they all had a good time, too. Good morning, Tom. Welcome in. Good morning, Ratcondad. Simple Mentiguem, how you doing? Good morning. I was looking to your OpenSea profile, impressed with how many you have. Thank you. Yeah, it's mostly sandbox, if not all sandbox. Good morning, Tom. Or afternoon. Good lunch, Tom. 5-minute giveaway stream. Oh, Sparky, don't tempt me. Okay, so with our library puzzle, let's see where we left off. Maybe we'll try some different music today. Let's see. Sure. My cat gets concerned because I talk to myself very loudly and with lights in my face every morning. So she comes over and she's like, "What are you doing?" She cares. Thanks, Tipsy. Mosquita! Buenos dias. Paul, Life May Me. Good morning, Paul. Life May Me. Life May Me, Paul. It's like James Bond. Okay, so we pick up a book. Starts at a VFX. VFX stops after 3 seconds. We have to match, like Go Fish, the correct letter. So I think this one should be B. So by bringing it to the bookcase, it swaps it out, and it replaces the light. So we gotta make sure all the orange bookcases have an orange light. And what else does it replace? We want orange text, so that also tells the player that this is, hey, this one needs the updated book. And then we also had a quest. The quest needs to also trigger. So there's a couple things that have to trigger per bookcase. But yeah, easy to do. What? Jayon, good evening. Sparky Tipsy will never leave me alone, and I love her for that.
And I love you, random citizen.
Thanks, Red Content. Good timing. Okay, so we need orange light. Orange light goes where blue light is. Blue light is swapped out. So I think we already made one of those. This one here. So we have a replace asset and a rarity V effect. They should... It doesn't matter if they're multiplayer or single player. But for this, I think we have to use multiplayer. Rarity VFX, they are only found in the multiplayer synchronized section. So I'll put that back on. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this one. And swap it out for our 5 other letters. We just got to make sure it has the updated message for swapping. And ideally, we want it to be centered. And I think we want the light above the letter. I think that's what I decided on, because these bookcases are so large that it makes more sense for the letter. Or we could attempt to put it on the ground. These are the types of design choices that I might ask for, like, a vote. I mean, the orange actually looks pretty nice on the ground, but we'll see. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Yes. Okay, so I don't think we made the A book yet. I mean, it looks nice. So what do you guys think? Floor, I'm gonna do a poll, and it's gonna be up for a while. So question, square lights go where? So we'll have floor, above bookcase, or above portrait. So the portrait is the letter. So you guys can submit your vote. We'll do 5 minutes. But for now, I'll go ahead and set up all the messages. And we can make a duplicate in front of all the other letters too. No collisions. So I thought I had made one before. I guess that is the one I made. Corrupted block 128 blue. This is the one I made, so I didn't update this. These panels are the ones that go behind the portraits. So this blue panel is a little bit darker, but I think it looks good, so we'll keep it. So right now it looks like above bookcase is winning. Definitely makes sense for it to not be in the way. Cold Cuts and Cheese! What's happening? Cold Cuts, were you able to attend the SXSW as well? Because I know it's Tempest Studios gathering. I do like these squares, how they're just kind of like randomly on the ceiling here. So I might do some more randoms. Well, Garnican's convinced me. I think I'll be taking a break Monday and Tuesday next week. So you all heard it here first. Just as a way to reevaluate.
You can do it!
I can do it. Thanks, Goes. Cold Cuts, I backed out because of the ticket price too expensive. Aw, bummer, Cold Cuts. Well, I hope you get the relay on what everything is happening. Save up for next time. Yeah, I can only imagine if it's a couple-day trip, an excursion. Depending on where you live, it can be very expensive. Okay, so we actually want this one to be a red bookcase, which has a replace asset. So the replace asset, as I recall, had already been attached to a different asset here. So the parent asset does the swapping. Parent asset swaps on the detect. So we're doing detect.y. And then message being sent out is the detect.y. Cool. All this one does is loop. NFT display is fine. Then we just need to adjust the orange right here. So this is going to get a plant behavior, which is destroyed on the detect.y. We can also remove the blue. Because now we're using panels instead. Although, no, looks fine. Wait, where's the Y? Oh, I guess we do need the blue. Save. Yoke's on you, what's up? Yeah, Garnican, it's your fault. So, I'm sorry. The pitchfork paparazzi is being led by you, so you have to be there. Yoke's on you, good morning. Pitchfork paparazzi, that's a potential band name. But yeah, I really enjoy these streams because they help me work on side projects. I basically, as soon as the stream ends, I usually start working on council stuff. And I realized I have a much healthier schedule when I do all of my council work in like the weekdays. So my weekends are then freed up to work on the things that I care about, you know, the things that are important to me. So, yeah, I realized focusing on my work is important. Because I've been in the habit of procrastinating for a good percentage of my life. It's R, it's a bookcase.
Ready to work.
Oh, jeez! Bringing the stream. Bringing the stream to our stream. So the stream never stops. Welcome in, OG. How are you? OG Raiders, welcome. Ian the IT guy, Halfd0rk. Wicked you too, Mr. Furious X. Bert Z, welcome. Now, Bert, I know you like being called a different name. Feel free to remind us whenever you pop in. So welcome. Fred and Ferd! What's up, Uzgut? How you doing?
Banana.
Banana!
Banana. Yeah, banana.
Yeah, banana. Cool. Well, OG's here, so I guess we could do a giveaway, huh? Shaken... Shake beer. Nope. We'll just do OG Shakespeare. Ice Pilot, what's up? How are you, Ice Pilot? Welcome in. Alright, so OG Shakespeare. That's gonna be the code word for today. Because he's always so generous. He's always streaming us. Always, you know, keeping that momentum going. He took the last couple days off, so I hope you're rest clicked for you. Dr. Metaverso, what's happening? Maxi Steelheart, welcome in. Top of the morning. Animal Oz, almost St. Patrick's Day. So is there 4-leaf clover NFT? Hey, we can make one. That sounds like a fun thing to try. So, code word. Going to be up on screen. If you guys want to enter into a giveaway, type in at OG Shakespeare. All you have to do is add them. Make sure you add the at. The at is necessary. It also makes it easier to type. But yeah, thanks OG. I hope you had a great stream. What were you up to today? Also, Maxi, how is there not a 4-leaf clover NFT yet in the sandbox? Welcome in, everybody. St. Patrick's with beer. Yes, please. Woke Zombie, what's happening, man? Welcome. Cool. I think I'm all caught up. If I didn't say hi, well, just know you're welcome here. Good morning, J-Dog. What's happening? We're working on our library in the Eon metaverse, so we can walk around it real quick. So Eon is like a cyber-futuristic, think neo-noir feudal Japan. So it's like cyberpunk meets feudal Japan. That's the theme we're going for. And so we have a library here that is akin to a data bank, like a database. And the library itself, there's a couple of bookcases that are unfortunately like corrupted. Now, this corruption comes from like a virus, we'll say. So there's a virus that is spreading this orange kind of like corruption into our game, into our land. So there's going to be a lot of meta speak, where it's like you as the player understand that this is a game. This is like you as the player are here to fix it. The game has been corrupted. There's a virus. Your mission is to cure it. Now, this library here, the corruption is found in the books, but more specifically, it's found in the letters B-I-N-A-R-Y, so it's binary. So by finding the correct sequence, you're able to solve this puzzle by bringing the matching book. So this binary code, when brought to the correct matching book, so you can only find the correct numbers on the portraits, and so then by matching it, sound effects happen, quest is progressing, and then once you get all 6 of them, the entire library will be blue, and there'll be a reward. And basically, we're going to have 3 puzzles, and then a boss fight. So I think that's how we'll be doing it. So this is one of the 3 puzzles. There is a Patty's Day event. Let's go, Maxi. That sounds fun. Smurfs have a lucky clover. Good to know, Go West. I didn't know about that. Could be a leprechaun, says Maxi. Oh, beans. Crash everything by doing bidenary. Let's just skip it and go incendiary. Or bicentennial. I also don't know what bidenary means. Well, Googling it, I was not surprised. It's just a slight at Joe Biden. Sparky, feel free to add some clovers to your Builder's Game Challenge. Ooh. Sparky, what is the current Builder's Game Challenge? You can let us know. Oh, gee, sounds good for the Sandy Bird. Thank you. And you were finishing up No Bird for Nowhere. That's going to be live in the Drafts Gallery. Excited for that. Thank you, OG. Cool. So, yeah, you guys had plenty of time to enter the giveaway. The winner, Ian the IT guy. Dude, you are lucky. you're a lucky IT guy. Congratulations. So, I kind of want to try something different with our giveaways today. I say we give away all of it right now. Should we do it right now? Should we give away everything? OG Nobody, yo, what's up? Do it. Alright, so there won't be any more giveaways today. For free. So type in mine for the second giveaway. And then after that, we're going to have our third and final giveaway. And then I can do whatever I want. Sparky, I like that emote. That's cute. Bert says no. Wait, we're calling it off. Bert said no. Maxie made a female leprechaun. Does she have a beard? Jayon Ha, evening from Bangkok. And then you can focus on your work. Sounds good, Sparky. Good trade-off. Alright. So, R worked, I worked, Y worked. I just set those up. We need N. So N is over here.
May I share the tweet for the challenge?
Oh, please do, Sparky. Thank you. Yeah, Sparky was talking about the Builders Challenge for King Crypto Games. King Crypto Games has been doing a lot of things for the community. A great, like, subset of the Sand Fam to hang out in, and, yeah, go Goblins. There needs to be a football team called Goblins. But yeah, they're doing a Builders Game Challenge, so if you guys want to exercise your game maker experience, it's a good place to do it. Raider! It's 9:39 a.m. I'm sleepy. Hey, well, good morning to you. Glad you're here. I hope so, Mr. Fierce X. He's already making moves, taking names. I didn't know Andy had a football club. And so Sparky sharing the tweet. I'll be sure to retweet. Hot day drinking. Well, Bert, as long as you are enjoying your day, that's all that matters, right? Challenge is to present a sword and a shield to the guild. Very good. So you have to make a sword and shield. At first I was like, oh, in Game Maker? But no, this is in Vox Edit, so a Vox Edit challenge. Plus, it's a sword and shield that you make, so you can keep it. You can do whatever you want with it. You can put it in your games. Okay, so that's the letter N. This is going to send out the detection message when it detects the letter N. And when it does, it'll swap this entire bookcase for a blue one. We also want it to remove this orange backdrop. So orange backdrop gets library.detect.n. And then we also wanted to make a ceiling light, which the poll, thank you for the 2 of you that voted, because you have now sealed my fate. You have determined how these lights will be displayed. All 2 of you. So we're going to be putting them above the bookcases. Because it makes sense, you know, you're reading in a library, you need the light. Mine? Hey, good Morgan to you too, Blue Tulip. Top of the Morgan. Yeah. Meep. Oh, Panda's here too. Hi, Queen Panda. Good evening, Queen Panda. Afternoon. Oh, I'm sorry. And they're building a league. Oh, I didn't know that. Subset, OG Nobody, welcome. King coined the term Sandfam. But yes, you made it cool. I think we all make it cool together. Lucas, can't wait to see this experience when it's finished. Me too, Lucas. It's been a long time coming, but updating to 0.8 was like the biggest setback for me. It was like a mental setback. Because all of my stuff broke. And then just naturally, we had to take a break from it. But yeah, I too am excited to make this done. Why does this look so awesome? Mr. Fierce X, you can thank Halfd0rk for that. This is his aesthetic. So we decided to go with that kind of cyberpunk look. And honestly, very excited for it. I usually do fantasy. So Halfd0rk is basically making all the assets. Although, ironically, I made everything in this room. But, yeah. He's currently on break. So he's taking a breather. He just had his big golden drop. Samfam was born back in the days of KK, Big Papa Duke, King, and I living in TSB Discord. Aw. Bert, that's too real. Too real, Bert. Panda, it took me all of 2 minutes. I'm sorry. Tron plus library? Yes. Tron's a good influence, too. Yeah, I miss Big Papa, too. I hope he's doing well. Life sometimes gets in the way of fam. Sad fam. Alright. You guys are distracting me in good ways. I need to make the books. So we're going to go to the book that we've presetted. So it's library.book. So this is the one we preset. This one's for the letter B. So I'm going to go ahead and set up some platforms here. Just temporary. So BINARY. So that's going to go here. So this is the iBook. So we're going to commit to a name structure. So this is library.book.I. This one will be library.book.I caret VFX. Alright, you guys have 10 seconds to type in this code word. And then I'm rolling the giveaway one time. The second time is going to be Wheel of Names. Hey, Secret Meow, what's up? Welcome. Let me tell how long... Panda, I hope you have a good 80 years left of your life. And you enjoy every second of it. Because you will have a family that loves you. Huh? What's that? Surprise wholesome? Too late. Surprise wholesome. Oops, all wholesome. Giveaway's getting rolled. Maxi wins it. Let's go, Maxi. Congratulations. GG! So, Ian the IT guy, Maxi Mac, both of you have won a creator coin. So, I'm going to make that in my notes. Thank you very much, my friends. And boom, in the notes. Now, the piece de la résistance. I'm going to add everyone's name to the Wheel of Fortune. Oh. And this big giveaway is for a Dork armor piece. So, I got it all set up. Let me get the Dork armor up on screen as well. Well, good luck, everyone. We're done with giveaways today after this. No more giveaways. No more free stuff. So if you typed in the code word for one or both of the previous giveaways in the last 30 minutes, your name is on this wheel. I was efficient in copy pasting. So the first coin, Ian won. But if you submitted, your name's on the wheel. Second coin, Maxi won. But if you submitted, your name's on the wheel. Your name can be on here twice. We need a time in between 1 and 60. First number I see in chat determines how long the wheel will spin for. First number, all I need is one number. 42. How is 42 always the first one? It is the meaning of life, so. Yeah, Batman and Hoddle, the meaning of life, 42. That's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Great book. Great movie. It's the best number, obviously. Alright, who's gonna win it? Today's winner of a common Dork Samurai armor piece. Oh, it's slowing down. Oh, it might be Escape from Artist? Yoke's on you. Didn't Yoke win one? Oh, Wicked. Oh, it slid into Wicked's DMs. Let's go. Wicked, you too won it. Congratulations. GG. Congrats, Wicked. Alright, Wicked, I will show you your choices. So you can do the head piece, the leg piece, or the arm piece. So we're loading them up. Sparky, ask your question, please. Please, please, please. So here is Dork headgear. Here's Dork leg gear. Or you can choose the Dork arm gear. What would you like, Wicked? The headpiece is the most popular. And big shout out to Kay, who sent me more to give away. So we might be doing more of these giveaways. You'll have the hat, please. Indubitably. Sounds good, Wicked. So Wicked chose the beautiful Samurai Dork headgear. Honestly, I think it looks great with hair. So just don't pick a bald character, and it looks even better. Anyway, congratulations. Samurai Dork headgear, going to Wicked. I'll go ahead and make a mental and literal note of that. But yeah, thank you everybody for participating in the giveaway. That's it. That's all you get. That's all the free stuff. Now you can just enjoy your day casually. And Wicked, I do have your wallet address. I know you have one for, you know, freebies you get on the internet. And I know this is a different type of freebie. So I'll send it to your sandbox wallet. Oh yeah, I love it on Rabbids too, Mr. Fierce X. And the Rabbids are my favorites right now. Sparky called me out when I said I didn't want a Ramses. Rabbids greater than Ramses. It appears if you import a door template into GameMaker, that the opening animation plays continually until you interact. Sparky. So that tells me that your opening animation is the default animation. So whatever your default animation, because I don't know all the answers and I don't have the example in front of me, so this is me assuming. So your default animation, you'll want to put as a static something that is also alphabetically above all the others. This has been like a bug I've noticed with all my exports, is the first animation in the literal alphabetical list sometimes gets chosen as the default. So for your own testing, try making the door as the next version with the static animation set as the alphabetical first in the list. So you'll probably have to rename it to something. Yeah, default animation kind of broken. I agree with Secret Meow here. I do agree. Bwahaha. Alright. Back to the books. So I think this one's pretty much good. Then we can start duplicating it. So we're making binary books. This is going to be BIN. I think we made A, but I also... Did I delete it? I think I already deleted it, so we're good. We do have to change all of the messages for each. And then we also can't forget to change the tag. So this has a toggle. Interestingly enough, I can have these toggle off. Well, I don't... As soon as the player walks in, the quest will be active, so I don't need a toggle. But what's good to point out is that the plant behavior can be toggled on and off. So you can have an asset that will be destroyed on a message, but you can also toggle it to where that message, even though it's going out, won't destroy it. So by setting this to, let's say, false, for example, like if I still activate the detection, it won't destroy the book. For now, I'm actually just going to remove it. We don't really need it. And Sparky says, otherwise you have to unlock the template to change the animations. Yes. That's true, Sparky. Another potential solution, again, for your own tests, would be to import the entire door template into a new animation, animator. So basically, new file, import the template. So that would unlock it, obviously. And doors, in general, don't need the locked template. So I think that might be a good solution for you, Sparky. Almost midnight, Animal. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great night. See you later, Animal. Raider, half in this version of 0.8, did they fix the error of using doors in multiplayer? Yikes. Old Raider, I know exactly what you're talking about. Basically, you have to have a workaround. So, Raider, just to summarize, you have to have no collision on your door, and then you just have it opening and closing whenever somebody comes close to it. The door itself is fake. Now, in the future, that's not going to be a problem, but right now, as you know, with the collisions, it's kind of a big deal. If people, like, try to walk up to it, it'll, like, push them around. Doors are bullies in the sandbox. You don't want to mess with a door. They're not as adorable as they look, you know? Here's A, so library.detect A. And then the VFX. So all of these messages are universal. So I have one that interacts with it. I have one that turns on and off the visual VFX. Then we have an indicator. So the indicator I do have to change per letter. And then the interactions are actually universal. So each one is sending out a different type of message. But yeah, interact is such a useful message. I highly recommend you all, add it to things that your player is touching in your multi-player experience or in your single player. It's so handy to have this message. I can't wait for them to remove it without telling us. It's going to be great. It's going to be a fun time. Only equipment, says Panda. Vox Machina, what's happening, dude? I was just admiring the drone you gave to us for this game. I don't know where I want to put them. Should drones be flying around in a library? Isn't he cute? Yeah, Vox Machina made this. For now, I'll have him going up and down. Whoops. So he'll just be a basic platform. Just flying around. He's kind of like an elevator. Alright, back to the books. R library.detect.r. So again, multiplayer and single player behaviors and components. If you're making a single player game, which I am making a single player game, they can communicate with each other. SP and single player and MP multiplayer, they can talk to each other. There's no problems in a single player experience. If you're making a multiplayer experience, you're going to want all of these to say MP. Now, there are certain components that only are limited to synchronized. The same is not said for single player. So, for example, if we were to look in the single player options, all of these are also listed in the synchronized. So everything inside of the single player options, except for the legacy. So the legacy has things that you'll only encounter in single player. So these are, you notice they don't have the SPMP. So these are generally reserved for single player experiences. I think they're still updating them on the back end. But you can still use them in multiplayer. However, just be considerate, simply because collisions on an asset, such as a citizen, will be moving around. So it might clip into people. But again, everything in the multiplayer, and everything in the single player here. It's just worth mentioning. But yeah, if you're making a multiplayer game, ask your questions. I'll do my best to answer. Put those books away. Hey, Noble! What's up, Halfd0rk? The Lion. Welcome in. Oh, true, Bug Zombie. If only I could have automation with my books. You'd have the drones put them away. Alright, I think this is good. Tag R, tag A, tag N. Okay, tags are good. Last book. So this book is Y. Tell me why. Yeah, that's true, Sparky. Would love to have that for your next session then. With the template unlocking. Bert says, can't remember the game, but the drone that pushed you off the trees above the pool was frustrating. Yeah. Was that the Steve Aoki one? 9A, 7A, half past. What's happening? Good morning. See you later, OG Nobody. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great day. Whatever you're up to. Alright, the speaker, everything here is universal, so I don't have to edit anything.
It's 420!
Except for the indicator. So each of these indicators is going to have a different number associated. Cool. So I'll go ahead and pull up my binary cheat sheet. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. So lowercase letters have a different binary. They just have an extra 1 in the third position. kind of interesting. I'm just going to use the capitalized letters. So here's the letter Y. 01. Oops. 01. 01. 1. 0, 0. 1. So the indicator is on the logic circle here. So this is R. Binary. So R is 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1, 0. This is A. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Raider says, if I want to make a social hub, but each character that enters does the quest alone and only each player sees it, I use single player. That is correct, Raider. If I want to change the weather, everyone can see it. Yes. So unfortunately, weather is limited to multiplayer. So everybody will see the weather changes. I hope in the future... Well, I take that back. Maybe we can set it up. But weather switcher is a multiplayer component. Or behavior, I'm sorry. Weather switch is a multiplayer behavior. So if we just take a quick look. I would love if I could change that on a per person basis, but I think anything that interacts with this will change the weather for everybody. And yes, yeah, Raider, that's definitely an advanced technique in social hubs, is by sending single player messages or messages to single player assets, such as behavior single player, component single player. Those are working on a per individual basis. So you can have things that only one person will see or be able to interact with. But there is a limited list compared to multiplayer. So again, multiplayer, we have options that are exclusive to multiplayer. And then there's some assets that generally just have to be set, you know, synchronized multiplayer, such as doors. And then crowd events, birds, basic platforms. Those are all in the synchronized section, which is multiplayer. Yeah, I'll try to do my best to explain these things. I know my explanations aren't too perfect, so if I am confusing, just say something. I'll try my best to explain it. Okay, so now we're on N. This is the other, or the last one we needed. So with N, we have 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. Everything else should be already set up. So this is I. Looks good. Cool, and then we need to make this version, which has line breaks to make the text appear in front. Now I think I will adjust the visibility distance to 7. We can go ahead and do that for the other ones that I've made. The visibility distance 7. I know I did B as well. And those are the detectors, so when we bring the book there, it will destroy it. Now, I need to find where the health component is. I made a health component specifically for this. It might be the plant. Nope, it's not the plant. Is it one of these? Is it the sign here? Library.corrupt. Exchange with the orange background, health component needed. So I made myself a note here using this sign. However, if I use a health component on the sign, the player would be able to destroy it. But there is an option we have. So I'm going to play with this idea. Can't see my... There it is. So I'm going to duplicate this and just set it to the side. And we're going to go library.detect.I is instead going to be on a health component. So that way we can get the library.corrupt tag, and we're going to hide the health bar. We're going to make the death delay -2. That removes the blinking effect of the red like flicker when you kill something, and it also removes any death animations. So that's why you'll see people use negative numbers here. It's faster than 0. So a negative number basically makes it faster than 0 for it to be destroyed and removed from the game. Instant death message is going to be library.detect, and this one is I. So when we bring the book here, it'll destroy it, and that will free up the blue background while also giving us quest credit. Now, I'm adjusting this to where the health is hopefully out of reach. I've just flipped it upside down. So the pivot point, where this gizmo is at the top. Now, the player should still be able to hit it, but we have to test. Because the mesh is what the player has to hit to deal damage. Well, Woke Zombie, everything you're doing now is going to make your next game even better. That's how I look at it. Because I made a couple mistakes in past projects that I just don't make anymore. Like, especially with optimization. Like, I had some very poorly unoptimized games. Vox Machina says, do we need a library ID? Yes. Vox Machina, you're going to be the first person in the system. And everybody can thank Vox Machina Studios for requiring an ID. Okay, so I'm going to try and hit this. Unfortunately, I can. So that means I have to change a few things. Where do I sign up? Fill out this Google form. Get your library card. Panda, no. You get to be 68 and then regret it for the rest of your life. No, Panda, is just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So Raider says, so to understand, can I use the SP for the social hub and the same experience I can use MP, for example, platform? That's correct, Raider. However, I just want to reiterate, and this is for anybody making a social hub, you want to use multiplayer messages. Everything in your social hub should use multiplayer messages. You're just kind of like helping future you out by using multiplayer messages. The only times you'll want to use single player messages can be for like single person interactions with NPCs. So for example, asker behavior, you're 100% going to want as a single player. I think there is a multiplayer option. So I would not recommend using asker as a multiplayer, because that'll make it pop up for everybody. Asker behavior is the dialogue that has that big pop-up in the middle of the screen. So I would not recommend putting that as your multiplayers. So it's finding that good balance between the two. Garnican says, is there a fantasy section? How bad are the late fees? Are there meetups? Garnican wants utility with this library pass. Well, there's no utility with our library pass. Not yet. But now I'm kind of tempted to make one, because that's a good meme. Alright, so our health component, I'm going to be moving to a different asset. Now, my options are somewhat limited. I am doing it. I think what we'll do is we're going to have assets that are uninteractable, but are pretty nearby, where you'll be like, oh, that's what happened. Like, you got your quest credit. So this is going to be the library.corrupt. And so we saw that I was able to attack this orange frame. So this is basically going to be hidden behind the orange frame in a place where the player can't reach it. We're going to hide the health bar, set it to -2 death delay, and the message will be the detection message. Great. And then our orange frame I can delete because I made a backup. And we just move the backup back into place. This is why you make backups, people. Cool. And then we're just putting these bad boys behind each one. We'll do library.quest. More specifically, this is the library.corrupt tag. And then I'm going to put .i because it's for the I. Alright, we'll make one for each letter. Save! Thanks, Panda. Panda, I don't want the face lick. It was a meme, and you're the only one laughing.
Wow.
Wow. Anime club? Manga club? All the above, Panda. Let's have a pop-up book club. Woke Zombie says, I read that MP Asker can only be triggered with interact, so that means no chains. What? That's even weirder, Woke Zombie. Can only be... I mean... Is that apply in single player as well? Now I'm curious. So, we'll do a interact. And... Brain blast! So, I'm going to have an Asker behavior that wants to communicate with Asker number 2. But Asker number 2 is going to be this one. And it's going to use the multiplayer. So let's just see if this works. Okay. Well, it worked. So, Woke Zombie, is this maybe a social hub specific thing? Because I'm obviously in a single player experience. And I'm in edit mode. So I don't think that affects it either. Did test it, read it from someone else in Game Maker chat. Oh, okay. That does sound like a once the social hub has been published type of problem. But yeah, I'm not gonna test it right now. I did test it, and it worked. So in theory, a player could technically step on something and like just make a staircase of books to attack this, but players aren't going to know where this is. Unless you're here right now watching. Always watching, Rabowski, always watching. Okay, panel looks good. Wait, where'd my circle go? Why is it so hard to see? I guess because I'm on the outside of the LAN. There we go. Now I got a little nub sticking out. Cool. Looks good. Library.corrupt. Now we need the Y. Tell me, wait. And library.detect.y. Alright, so we did A, we did B, we did I, and we just did N, R, and Y. So we should be good. Testing-wise, I need the detectors as well. So detectors are unique to each. So we'll start from the top. So detector goes right in front of the letter. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. The indicator goes in front of the letter. The detector goes in front of the the bookcase, which actually is like an asset hidden inside the bookcase. Okay, so the letter Y indicator, we're going to make sure it has the preset text. So it looks like I have to make presets for each one of these. It looks like I did, because I am a genius. I am big brain. Let's see if they're the right letters, though. So 11001. 11001? Yeah, looks good. Then we have 010. Yeah, that's the right letter. Nice! So I can take this, copy it, and then I'll just insert it here into the orange coloring. And then the preset is going to be text.y. And then lastly, detection message. We'll swap it on library.detect.y. Nice. Alright, Y is done. We'll take it to R. So each one of these should have the 7 visibility distance. Indicator will be relative to the R that we've already made. We'll take all of these numbers. We'll just confirm it's the right number real quick. 10010. And 010. Yep. So we'll paste that here into the orange. Then we change these tags, or messages. This will be the text R and detect R. Nice, looking good. Yes, Panda, you're a good girl. Sussy Panda Party, oh boy. Hey, that's the Skate Wolf, what's up, dude? Okay, Panda. Panda, you need like a sus show. Like a show where you're like doing like a late night talk show. Happy being the only one laughing. That's great, Panda. You can't force the sus, it's natural sus. I don't know, that one didn't feel very natural, Panda. Hard to say. It just comes, okay. Sure it does, Panda. I'm sure it does. But, it's okay, we're majority adults here. Any children in the audience will just grow up faster, thanks to Sussy Panda. Halfd0rk, all brain. Thanks, Hill. SSK Wolf, hope you're doing well. Mentally or physically? Definitely mentally. If it was a physical reaction, that would be cause for alarm, Cardigan. For sure. So this should be N. We have library.detect.n. And then the code here. We'll just pull up the N. Then we can just copy it. We'll double check the letter. 01001110. Yeah, it looks good. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's good. So N, check, check, check. All right, I think we're good for a test. Let's try it. Who's excited for HK? Ooh! Hong Kong? Hell's Kitchen? That was my second guess. I just wish they kind of leaned into more of like the hell portion. Like, all the Ramsey avatars, don't get me wrong, are going to be fun. But I wish they went like more devilish, you know? Like tieflings. But that's just like a me want. That's what I want. So we got some lingering assets here. I don't know where those are coming from. I'm gonna see what those are from. You'll make some little devils? Aw, thanks. Game Dizzy, what's happening, man? How are you, Dizzy? So it looks like I made these. I already saved them as presets, so I should be able to just delete them. Now, these are all our text. And it looks like they had old speaker messages on them. I guess I'll check the presets, though. Just to make sure they're not useless. So we had an explosion. And that's when the corruption fixes itself. I wish I could see an indicator as an example. But these are all blue. So that color code combination is blue. So I do know that. So these they look good. I think they're ready to go. Detectors here. We're gonna be copy pasting this. Save. Guess who's moving to Florida? Is it you, Dizzy? Is it you? Also, for why? It's not for me, right? Well, welcome in, Dizzy. Yeah, I'm glad you've been busy. Dizzy's been busy. Oh, and SSK Wolf learning Vox Edit. Let's go, SSK. Have you been attending Sparky's classes? Every Tuesday she's doing Vox Edit, basics. Yeah, moving for me. Thanks, Dizzy. But also, I am taken by Game Maker. Alright, so we got this number here. We're going to bring it to each bookcase. We do need to set up the quest credit. So, also my light did not swap out. A little bit of lag here. So this light needed to be replaced. And it was on the wrong message. Well, always nice to see you, Dizzy. Can't resist. I don't know. I think I'm pretty resistible. I'm pretty resistible. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I have made several girls stop talking to me. That's pretty relevant. Cool. So that looks fine. We'll try it again. A true game. Yep, Bug Zombie. We have our own coalition. Don't talk like that. Okay, Panda. Well, I'm glad I'm still on Panda's good side. It's all the small talk. It's, yeah, 9A7A, those logic blocks. Once you're hooked, you're hooked. Until then, you're trying to not be hooked. Okay, so this goes here. We got the swap, everything changed. We got quest credit, although I got 2 quest credits. So that is the sign that I made for myself. So we can delete that. Some of these bookcases are sticking out. We're going to be changing the detectors here. I'll put them in front of these for now. But these are our old pre-Logic Donut detectors. I miss them. I miss my lamps. Does this do anything? This is our quest.library.detect, so this starts the quest. So this is pretty important. That's interesting. Do 20. Last one today. Panda, I've heard that one before too. Can't fool me. They're lost, Mr. Fierce. Hey, we're all lawsome here. We all lose if we don't talk about game development.
I've lost my marbles.
Perfect. That's a good use of that meme. Is there a lick emote? Berts, I feel like on the path we are on, there will be. So I'll make a mental note. Or I guess a literal note. Panda should actually add this to her emotes, to be completely frank. So Panda, you should make a lick emote. In fact, you can go to that one website where you bought the riskiest emote they have. You know, the one with the smelly heart from the front. And they might actually have, you know, a lick emote. Could you imagine that? It'd be crazy. Alright, so I'm looking for the N. This ladder did not work. So I don't know why this ladder is not letting me climb it. Now what about this ladder? This ladder is also not letting me climb it. Now, these ladders were made pre-0.8. So we're going to take a look at them. And I'm just going to make a new one. So they have the climbable. But for whatever reason, I can't climb it. So I think what has to happen is me remaking them, pretty much. So we'll add the climbable component again, test it. Oh yeah, Game Dizzy has one. Game Dizzy, we could just use Game Dizzy's. I know I'm still subbed. You know what's ironic is I actually made that. So the climbable works. All I had to do was add a asset, the literal same asset, but then add climbable to it. So I'm unsure as to why it wasn't working before. What if I'm holding a book? So holding a book, I'm not able to climb? Okay. What? This is new to me. I didn't know you couldn't climb while holding something. I thought you always could. I know you used to be able to. But apparently I can't climb while holding something. Oh, Woke Zombie confirming. Yeah, it's a known bug. Fred too. Okay. Well, thank you guys for confirming. For now then, because it's a bug that hasn't been fixed, I will instead make these elevators. So we'll put a, for now, a temporary carpet. This might be too big. Okay. Well, it's something. I consider it a compliment. She's a hot marketing agent and funny and quirky. Aw. Look, Zombie, you can actually break climbing for the whole experience by picking up an item while on a ladder. Ooh. That's kind of interesting, Woke Zombie. But also, I believe you. I'm not going to doubt that. Okay, so all we're trying to do is just bring a book to each one of these and make sure everything is interacting properly. So we got B. Looks like I didn't add the health component to B. So this is why we keep testing it. We want it right here. It's kind of hard to see right now. This will be on detect.b. Cool. Everything else is already set up. And we'll do one for A as well. This will be detect.a. Save. Halfd0rk is as sexy a man money. Oh, thanks, guys. You're so kind. You made it very difficult to read. You could have just, typed that all in one phrase. Instead, I had to read it vertically. It hurt my brain. It's logical, says Mr. Yeah, sure. I mean, I did end up reading it, so you're not wrong. Do we know if the assets load based off the hierarchy list? That's actually a astute observation, ERA. I don't know. That's a good point, though. I mean, they load fast enough to where, like, our human eye, will forgive it.
What would be fun in doing that?
What would be the fun in doing that? Why am I still getting 2 for that one? Also, yeah, we got 2 for that one. So one of these death messages has the wrong detection on it. I should probably rename them, which I don't think I've done yet. It was probably the A. I don't think I renamed A. So these should all be different letters. Yep. Nope, library.detect A. That was set to the correct one. Corrupt. So we have B, which we set correctly. We have I. This one's for N. Library.detect.n. Make sure this says N. So this is for R. Yep, that one was incorrect. So we want detect.r. Since detect.I. However, this is the one that I fixed. Here.
If I watch you build a library while sitting in a library, am I damaging the metaverse?
You are becoming the metaverse. But yeah, you're also in a library, Garnican, so you're in the universe. I mean, technically we're both in the universe. Garnican, I have a headache now, it's your fault. Don't hurt my sexy brain. Mr. Fierce X, brains are not sexy. If they are, you are a mind flayer, Mr. Furious X. Do you know what a mind flayer is? You should be concerned. So one of my assets here is exploding due to the wrong message being there. So I just need to double check these. This is detect Y. This one is detect A. This one has detect B. This one has detect N. And then R has detect R. Okay, we'll try it again. There might be a hidden asset somewhere that doesn't have the correct naming convention. So I think it's associated with I. So we're probably going to have to find it if it does it again. Okay, it didn't do it. So maybe it's associated with B. Or I fixed it. It's one of the two. I probably fixed it. Cool. So we only got one quest credit. That's what I was looking to solve. So binary. So we need to go to N. Maybe, says Mr. Pierce X. Yeah, have you ever been to a naming convention, 97A? It's like a cosplay convention. It's like the same thing. So then we have binary, so A. Alright, we have to remove the orange border here on A. Looks like B removed, N removed. So here's R. Where's R? Yeah, it's the name con, yeah. Is anybody here a fan of Patrick Rothfuss? Whenever I think of naming, I think of his book Name of the Wind. Don't get me started on book 3 of that series. And finally, Y, which it looks like our detector is not set up for Y. Okay, so first thing I'll do is go to A. Make sure this has a plant behavior and is removed on detecting A. Next, we'll go up to Y. And we'll go into the bookcase. We're going to have to do some renaming here. Now this was supposed to detect the Y. So include tags, this was not changed to Y. Everything else looks fine. BB, R. This one's N. N worked fine. It was only the Y that didn't work. I'm just renaming them so I can find them faster next time.
You break IT.
Why? You break it? You break it, you buy it. Game Dizzy, can you teach us a Turkish word? Like library? What's library? So B-I-N-A-R-Y. Looks good. This one will probably do 2. Yeah, so now my quest works. I mean, everything else is fine. Not really anything else I have to add. I don't really have something for these green spaces. We'll probably put some, like, actual NFTs. I mean, these are actual NFTs, but I made them in an AI generator. They look good, though. All of our colors seem to be working. Excuse me. We're going to put lights in front of each one of these bookcases. And if you bring a book to the correct bookcase, we want to remove the book. So that means if you're playing Go Fish with every single letter, maybe there's a reward for that. Like if you put the books back on every single bookshelf, there might be a reward. Ku tu ponne. Gobble gobble. Turkey. Nice try, Escape Mars. I'm not falling for that one. Here, I'll Google what Game Dizzy said. Kutupane. Oh, it means library. Thanks. Let's go to the Kutupane. Yeah. Getting drunk at the Kutupane. It sounds a lot cooler when you're getting day drunk at the Kutupane, you know? And not saying the library. Nobody questions you if you say you're going to the Kutupane. A Simish? Oh, yeah. Dude, I miss SimSpeak. Everybody's saying, like, when Halfd0rk makes a game, he's gonna use voice acting because he has such a great voice, he loves voice acting. Nope, I'm just gonna use Simish. Simglish. And they're all gonna be like... That's gonna be the fun part. Is me making weird noises when everybody talks. Kutupane. Kutupane? So it's not Kutupane? It's Kutupane? These look good. Do I really want to make books for every single letter? I think it's fun. But we need, like, a representation. So, on the floor, we'll probably need something. We have the lights above. But we're gonna want, like, a panel. We'll do a tile here. So basically, this represents, like, hey, you haven't brought anything to this bookcase. Is when you see a light in front of it. So we'll do rarity VFX 111. We do want to move these out a little bit. This one, 111. So this is going to be non-collidable and invisible. This will be library.tile. And then it'll have the letter. So this one is H. We'll see how it looks, but it's basically going to have a plant behavior. And it'll have a message on it. So it'll do the same thing as the ones we've been making, where it will detect the book. So we'll do library.detect.h. Detection range will be much smaller. So when library.detect.h goes out, it's also going to destroy it. And because we have it set to all, what's great with 0.8 is if you have an all message where you're broadcasting something, the same exact asset can receive it. So that'll help you optimize. Alright, so we have our square tile here. Let's go ahead and make a book. So with our library books, each one of these has a visual effect attached to it. I'm not sure if I want the visual effect. Well, I might need it because of the indicator. I can technically add the indicator here. We have a speaker component. The speaker component is doing a lot of work. I know it's mainly for the effect. So basically, you could run around picking up books until you find one with the V effect on it. Alright, quick poll. This is going to be a super short poll for those of you that want to help make this game. So, book VFX corrupted only or all books. This is a 1-minute poll, and you guys are deciding. Super quick poll. Make one book and make it have animation with different letters. The books themselves are represented by the indicator. I could add an animation on top of it. Right now, not really feeling it. I'll keep that in mind though. I think it's a good idea. So it looks like corrupted only is winning right now. And thank you everybody for voting. So we'll probably do synchronized indicator. We'll add that indication. We'll do visibility distance of 7. Display over. We want to display arrow, that's fine. How large are these? Thank you for voting. Corrupted only wins. So that means we had a 5 and a -2 offset. Oh! Okay. I think I know why we separated the indicator. I don't think the offset's going to work. But we'll take a look. We want the display interaction. Custom text is going to be blank, but that'll still put an E on it. So now if we hop into the game, and I approach this book, the letters, the numbers, are not where I want them.
I'm amazing. Voxel artist. Boop, boop,
Boop,
boop,
boop, boop, boop, boop. Now, the offset might be working on that one, whereas the offset on these is not. So, I think my offsets... Yeah, they're not working as I want them to. They're also... Yeah, I don't think they're working at all. So if I change this to 2, it's not going to do anything.
Banana! Banana!
Banana! So yeah, no differences. Now, this one surprisingly did change. And that was using the multiplayer indicator.
Wow.
Wow. Let's see what a 0 offset looks like. So 0 offset, still not doing anything. In fact, it's the exact same.
Are you going to fix it?
I am not going to fix anything.
Banana.
Banana. Yeah, banana.
Banana.
No, what I meant was, like, A would be an animation that is static, so you use one asset for different letters. Right. I think I see what you're saying. I don't have any, if I were to go into this book and, like, literally write the letter A on it, I think might help the player. And so then, yes, for sure, like, we would have each book having a different letter. But I also use plant behavior, so I can't really use an animated decoration. So I'm just going to keep it. Yeah, our indicator, unfortunately, is not adjustable. And that is frustrating. Now, I know for a fact the legacy indicator currently works as intended. So if I were to swap this for the legacy indicator, I would panic because I didn't copy the text, and then I would stop panicking because I can Control Z twice, get it back. We'll re-add the indicator with the display interaction. We'll add the library objective. But I don't think it had the library objective. If I do library.corrupt, it might pop up on top. We'll do visibility distance of 5. We'll see if -2 has a different difference. Display arrow and interact via effect. We want the linked quest. Cool. So we'll see how this looks. So yes, our legacy indicators are able to use the offset. So this is something I discovered early on in 0.8. But if you really need the offset, so for me, for example, the default offset on the logic circle makes it too high, and the default offset on the book makes it too low, but I can adjust it using the legacy offset. Which is kind of annoying until they fix it. But they, have to fix other things first. Yo, what up, Nicholas Mage? Yeah, Game Dizzy. What's stopping you? Work? If you enjoy your work, then it's not a problem. But maybe, you could always change things up. See if you can talk to Sandstorm into letting you stream more. Oh, Nicholas Mage, thank you very much. We're making progress. One boxed. What's happening, my dude? Oh, Game Dizzy, is it because you're moving? Which, by the way, good luck with the move. That sounds like a very hectic time. I've never enjoyed moving. The process of moving has always been frustrating. Yeah, one box. I'm doing well, thanks, man. Right now, deciding on some aesthetic choices. Yeah, Nicholas Mage likes the library. Thank you. I'm gonna remove the rarity VFX from those. They look a lot more different than they did in 0.7. Seems as though rarity VFX is using the pivot point instead of the mesh bottom. Before it was using the bottom of the mesh, but now the pivot point is the center. It's good to know. I made these boxes specifically to hold the light. And I am not happy with every option we've found with this indicator here. Let's try 0.5. 0? We already looked at 0. Let's see -2. The -2 is too low. We could try -1. I like to do this type of choosing, before I continue, because I'm going to be duplicating it a lot. There's going to be a lot of duplicates. I think I'm going to remove the quest indicator. That's too big of a hint. Don't you think? And then I'll probably lower it just a little bit more. I do think it's too big of a hint. So we'll remove the quest cursors. And vertical offset will be -1.5. Yeah, one box, hit me. Whatever you got. I like questions. So -1.5 looks pretty good. because you can still see the book, and you can clearly see the number. It looks like my pivot point on my book is pretty odd, so I'll probably re-export the book. No, my pivot point is center in the middle. The indicator itself is on this donut, so the donut was doing it. Darn you, donut! Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. We might raise it a little bit more. And then I'm going to start basically remaking the indicator on everything. And then we can finally duplicate it. So vertical offset, we're going to do -1.4. And we'll go ahead and throw it on this one. Now, I don't think I can use a legacy indicator on a multiplayer behavior, which is correct. Now, one thing I can try is removing the pickable, removing the plant, adding the legacy indicator, then adding... Nope. Blocks it. So, in that case, I'm going to copy this. And we are going to add the logic circle to each one. So that way we can have the pickable component and the legacy indicator. We can place that text where we want it. And then once I'm happy with the template, I can just copy paste it, and it's far easier to work with. So the stunned V effect might be a giveaway. Haha. Not an actual giveaway, though. So we're going to remove these, remove that, remove that. You can keep the book tag. The indicator is all that remains. Pasting the code for H. So this is for the H. Just double checking. There's 2 ones in it. No, so that's the wrong one. R. This is supposed to be for H, so 01001. Okay, so that's the letter H. And then indicator. We'll attach them together. Save our progress. Now, ideally, I want to name these something different. So this will be book dot. Because I want these to be at the top of my list here. Yeah, it looks fine. So these are going to have a different structure to them. So that way I can find my quest versions a little bit faster. However, I probably want to change the text a little bit. We'll do book dot prop. No. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Looking at chat. Subconsciously thinking. So one box says, the setting is so that you finish some quests and got a safe code. You take the elevator to a narrow hall, turning into a safe with a guard. The guard has a tag that keeps the safe locked with an item that you picked up earlier. You drop close to his range, so he is no longer keeping it locked. As the guard gets to a second area closer to the elevator, another speaker picks up his tag and sends an unlock, but to a hatch on the elevator so you can access a crawl space that leads to the vault next door. I know when you collect an item, it loses behaviors and components, but not sure about the tag. That's the idea. So I know of workarounds. I clearly you have given this a lot of thought, and it sounds like it could work, but there is a big if that you mentioned yourself, so I'm guessing you haven't experimented with this yet. So I'm down for a little detour for the end of the stream here. We're going to attempt to pick up an asset. So we're going to have a key that can be collected, and it has the tag key. So when I walk over it, it's going to pick up the key sound. And the way you've written this out, and it's a lot to reimagine here, but I'll try. We're going to try dropping this key next to this character. That's literally all we're going to attempt right now. So this character won't be moving, but will state that they see the key. I see the key. That's going to be when we detect a key within range. And that will trigger, and we'll see the text above his head. Great. Let's try it. See you later, Game Dizzy. Thanks for visiting my Quatanem Tucket. I already forgot the word.
Kutupahane.
Kutupahane. Thanks for visiting my Kutupahane. Okay, let's give this a test real quick. Buying a house in the States is painful. Yeah, I believe it. But yeah, good luck with your move, Dizzy. That's a lot to go through. Nicholas Majan, 0.8, the dot to grab things is funky. Yes, it is. I've had some weird things occur with it. But generally, it's around the pivot point. I've noticed it like go off screen before, so it's kind of weird. One box says, I thought that if the guard was a dog, and earlier if you search properly, you found a collectible doggy treat. Yeah, that's a great idea. I think that makes sense for a story and game design. Alright, we're going to try dropping the key from my quest inventory. Drops, and he notices it. So, yes, tags still work. One box, just to confirm your idea, tags will still work. So you can send out a message relative to dropping an item in front of somebody. But yeah, let me know if you have any problems, because it sounds like everything will work the way you have it structured in your mind. So now it just takes the execution. So I'm going to check to see if anybody's streaming. We're going to be wrapping up soon. It looks like Go West is streaming, so guess where we're going. We're going west. But this is a good time to end the stream, so thanks everybody for tuning in. Oh, and if you guys want to visit Halfd0rk, she's probably going to be doing a variety of things. Usually she has some viewer games going at the same time. Go West, are you not working today? I feel like I have to ask. Thank you, Panda Pops. I'm sorry I stunned you. Go West says shush.
You're all free now!
Yay! Yay! I'm at home, but you can raid. Okay, great. Working from home today. Let's go. All right, go West. I won't tell on you. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Next week, Monday and Tuesday, I'm taking off. I decided. So,
Always
if you're wondering
a
where I
pleasure.
am tomorrow, or yeah, tomorrow I'll be here. Same time as always. Tom, thank you so much, Mr. Voxel. Always appreciate you, Tom. Thank you. But yeah, D&D tomorrow. We are going to play, Panda. I have no idea what you guys are going to do. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. Please call me Tom. You got it, Tom.